There are moments in life when we look at our wallet and see more than money. We see our hopes, our responsibilities, our dreams, and sometimes our fears. We wonder whether there will be enough tomorrow. But prosperity begins not with the amount we carry, but with the state of mind with which we receive, use, and release what we have. Across ancient cultures, people carried meaningful symbols as reminders of abundance, protection, gratitude, and wise living. These symbols were not magical objects that could create wealth by themselves. Their deeper purpose was to shape attention. When you carry a symbol with a peaceful and grateful mind, it can become a small reminder to think differently about prosperity. The first symbol is the lotus. The lotus rises from muddy water and opens into something beautiful. Keep a small lotus symbol in your wallet as a reminder that difficult circumstances do not define your future. Prosperity can grow even when life begins in uncertainty. Whenever you see it, remember, I can rise above my circumstances without becoming bitter because of them. The second symbol is the infinity symbol. Its endless shape can remind you that life moves in cycles. Money comes, money goes, opportunities appear, and opportunities pass. Instead of clinging desperately to what you have, learn to manage it wisely and allow resources to move with purpose. The goal is not endless accumulation. The goal is balance. The third symbol is the coin. A simple coin can represent exchange, effort, and value. Place one meaningful coin in your wallet and treat it as a reminder that prosperity is connected to what you contribute. Ask yourself, what value can I create today? Whom can I help? What useful thing can I build? When your attention turns toward creating value rather than simply chasing money, your relationship with wealth begins to change. The fourth symbol is the tree of life. Its roots reach deep into the earth while its branches stretch toward the sky. This is a beautiful reminder that lasting prosperity requires both roots and growth. Your roots are discipline, gratitude, patience, and integrity. Your branches are your goals, opportunities, creativity, and dreams. Without roots, growth cannot last. The fifth symbol is the sun. The sun gives light without asking who deserves it. It reminds us of generosity, clarity, and abundance. Keep a small sun symbol in your wallet to remind yourself that true prosperity is not only about receiving. It is also about giving, sharing, and becoming a source of goodness for others. But remember something important. These symbols are not promises that money will magically appear. Their real power lies in the meaning you give them. A symbol becomes valuable when it changes the way you think, and your thoughts influence the choices you make. So when you open your wallet, do not immediately think, how much do I have? Instead, pause and ask, how wisely am I using what I have? Do not look at an empty space and see lack. See possibility. Do not look at a small amount and feel ashamed. See a beginning. Do not hold money with fear. Hold it with responsibility. Prosperity becomes deeper when you stop measuring your life only by what enters your hands. A peaceful mind, meaningful work, healthy relationships, generosity, and gratitude are also forms of wealth. Carry these 5 symbols if they inspire you, but carry something even more important within yourself. Patience when things are slow, wisdom when opportunities appear, gratitude when you receive, and generosity when you have enough to share. The wallet is only a container. Your mind is where prosperity begins. And when your mind becomes calm, grateful, disciplined, and open to possibility, you may begin to notice opportunities that fear once made invisible. Walk gently, spend wisely, give freely. The lotus, rising above difficult circumstances. The lotus represents resilience, growth, and the ability to create beauty even during difficult times. It reminds us that our circumstances do not determine our future. Imagine a lotus resting quietly on the surface of a pond. Beneath it is dark, muddy water, yet the flower does not allow the mud to determine its beauty. It slowly rises through the water and opens toward the light. This simple image carries a powerful lesson about prosperity and life. There will always be moments when circumstances feel uncertain. Money may become tight, Opportunities may disappear, or plans may not unfold as expected. During such moments, the mind can easily become trapped in fear. We begin to believe that today's difficulty is permanent. But difficult circumstances are only part of the journey, not the final destination. The Lotus reminds you that growth can begin in places that do not seem ideal. You do not need perfect conditions before you can move forward. You can begin with what you have, learn from what you experience, and patiently create something better. If you keep a Lotus symbol in your wallet, let it become a quiet reminder whenever you see it. Instead of thinking, "I don't have enough," pause and say within yourself, "I am still growing." Instead of allowing fear to control your decisions, choose patience. Instead of comparing your journey with someone else's, focus on your own roots and your own progress. Prosperity is not created only when everything is going well. It is also cultivated during challenging seasons through discipline, courage, gratitude, and wise choices. The Lotus teaches you not to fight the mud of life, but to rise through it. What surrounds you today does not have to define what you become tomorrow. Keep moving toward the light, one peaceful step at a time. The infinity symbol, embracing the flow of prosperity. The infinity symbol represents continuous cycles of giving and receiving. It teaches us not to cling to money with fear, but to use it wisely and allow prosperity to flow naturally. The infinity symbol carries a simple but powerful message. Life moves in cycles. Nothing remains exactly the same forever. Just as day becomes night and night becomes day, receiving and giving are also part of the natural rhythm of life. When you understand this, your relationship with money can become calmer and wiser. Many people hold money with fear. When they receive something, they immediately worry about losing it. When they spend, they feel guilty. When opportunities are delayed, they believe prosperity has disappeared. This constant tension can make the mind feel trapped in scarcity. The infinity symbol can serve as a reminder to step away from that fear. If you keep it in your wallet, allow it to remind you that money is a tool, not the measure of your worth. Resources move through life. Sometimes you receive more, sometimes you have less, and sometimes you must patiently rebuild. None of these moments defines you permanently. Whenever you see the symbol, take a slow breath and remember that prosperity requires balance. Save when saving is wise. Spend when spending serves a meaningful purpose. Invest in learning, skills, relationships, and opportunities that can create lasting value. Give when you're able to give without harming your own stability. The purpose is not to convince yourself that money will magically multiply. The deeper purpose is to develop a peaceful relationship with abundance. When fear becomes quieter, you can think more clearly. When your thoughts become clearer, your decisions often become wiser. Let the infinity symbol remind you that prosperity is a journey, not a single moment. Receive with gratitude, use with wisdom, release without fear, and remain open to new possibilities. The coin, creating value through action. A coin symbolizes effort, exchange, and value. It reminds us that financial prosperity grows when we focus on creating something useful and contributing value to others. That a simple coin may seem ordinary, but it can carry a meaningful reminder about the relationship between effort, value, and prosperity. When you place a coin in your wallet, do not look at it as a magical object that will create wealth by itself. Instead, allow it to become a symbol of your ability to create value through your choices, skills, effort, and service to others. Money generally moves toward things people find useful or valuable. A person who solves a problem, teaches a skill, creates something meaningful, provides a service, or helps another person often creates value that can eventually be exchanged for financial reward. This does not mean that money always comes immediately or that every valuable effort becomes profitable. It simply reminds us that sustainable prosperity is usually connected with contribution. Whenever you see the coin in your wallet, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what value can I create today? Perhaps you can improve a skill, complete an important task, help someone, learn something new, or find a better way to solve a problem. These small actions can gradually strengthen your ability to create opportunities. The coin can also teach gratitude. Instead of focusing only on how much money you wish you had, appreciate what your current resources allow you to do. Use what you have carefully. Avoid unnecessary waste. Make thoughtful decisions instead of emotional ones. True prosperity is not simply about collecting more coins. It is about developing the wisdom to use resources responsibly and the courage to keep creating value. Let the coin in your wallet remind you that your hands are capable of building, your mind is capable of learning, and your actions can contribute something meaningful to the world. The tree of life, building lasting wealth. The tree represents strong foundations and continued growth. Its roots symbolize discipline, gratitude, patience, and integrity, while its branches represent goals, opportunities, and dreams. The tree of life offers a beautiful lesson about prosperity because it reminds us that lasting growth begins beneath the surface. When you look at a strong tree, you see its branches, leaves, and fruit, but you do not immediately see the roots that support everything. In the same way, financial stability is often built on invisible qualities such as discipline, patience, wisdom, gratitude, and integrity. If you keep a small tree of life symbol in your wallet, let it remind you that real prosperity takes time. A tree does not become strong in one afternoon. It grows through changing seasons, storms, sunshine, and periods when its progress may not be visible. Your journey can be the same. Some seasons may bring opportunities and abundance, while others may require patience and rebuilding. The roots can represent your foundations. Learn to spend thoughtfully, save consistently, develop useful skills, and make decisions that support your long-term goals. When your foundation is strong, temporary difficulties become easier to face. The branches can represent your dreams and possibilities. Continue reaching toward new opportunities, but do not forget where you came from. Growth without balance can become exhausting. Prosperity should support your life rather than control it. The fruit of the tree can represent the results of your effort. When you create something valuable and nurture it patiently, eventually your work may produce meaningful rewards. Most importantly, the tree of life teaches you not to compare your growth with anyone else's. Every tree grows at its own pace. Your journey does not need to look like another person's journey. Whenever you open your wallet and see the symbol, remember, build strong roots, grow patiently. The sun, generosity, and abundance. The sun symbolizes light, generosity, and openness. It reminds us that true prosperity is not only about receiving wealth, but also about sharing, helping others, and becoming a source of goodness. The sun offers one of the simplest and most powerful images of abundance. Every morning, it rises and gives its light without asking who deserves it. It does not keep its warmth hidden. It simply shines. This can become a beautiful reminder that prosperity is not only about what we receive, but also about what we are willing to share. If you keep a small sun symbol in your wallet, let it represent generosity, clarity, and positive energy. Whenever you see it, pause and remember that having more is not the only definition of being wealthy. A person can have financial resources and still feel empty, while another person may have modest means yet live with gratitude, kindness, and peace. Generosity does not mean giving away everything you have. Wisdom is important. You must care for your own needs and responsibilities first. But when you're able to help someone, even through a small act of kindness, you create a sense of connection that money alone cannot provide. The sun can also remind you to bring clarity into your financial decisions. Before spending, ask yourself whether the purchase truly serves your life. Before accepting an opportunity, ask whether it aligns with your values. Before worrying about the future, return your attention to what you can wisely do today. Abundance grows deeper when gratitude becomes part of your daily life. Appreciate the food you can eat, the work you can do, the people who support you, and every opportunity to learn and grow. Let the sun in your wallet become a quiet reminder. Receive with gratitude, use resources wisely, and give whenever you can. Prosperity becomes more meaningful when it creates light not only in your own life, but also in the lives of others.